John, welcome to my channel, Disquiet and Dragons, and today we're going to be doing the original book tag, Adventurers Assemble. Hello and welcome back to the channel. In today's video I'm going to be answering a Booktube tag that I created myself, and I've called it Adventurers Assemble. I didn't really come up with the idea myself, I kind of did. I was talking to Ellie from Bibbidi Bobbidi Books, and we were having a conversation about a certain character in the book, and I replied, all I want in life is to go on a quest with this character and some other characters from other books. And Ellie said to me, you should make that a Booktube tag. So I gave it a little bit of thought, and I came up with some prompts. So while I'm out today, I'm at Shugborough Estate again. I thought it'd be interesting, while going on a little quest myself, a quest for ice cream, that I'd answer some of the prompts. So I'll just walk to the first location, and yeah, I'll get to the first prompt in a minute. So we're at the first location, which is a beautiful old beech tree on Shugborough Estate in the woods. And as I said previously, this tag is all about choosing fictional characters that you'd love to go on an adventure or a quest with. You can pick as many or as few adventurers and characters as you like. We'll get to the first prompt, which is Nom Nom Nom. Choose an adventurer that will ensure you eat well on your quest. I'm going to pick two for this. The first one, I'm going to pick Thimble from Legends and Lattes. Thimble, he's a little ratkin, which is like a little anthropomorphic rat person, and he's an exceptionally skilled baker. And in the book Legends and Lattes, Travis Baldry, he describes how good all of Thimble's baked goods are, and they sound so good, like cinnamon buns and little biscuits and all that kind of thing. I actually work in a bakery myself, and I can attest to when things like that are being baked, they smell amazing. You just feel hungry until the end of your shift. But yeah, I think having a little Thimble around, you know, maybe get a campfire going, and if we've got a skillet or something, I'm sure you could come up with something tasty in that. The second character is kind of it's a bit of a cheat, and I'm going to pick Moog from Kings of the Wild by Nicholas Eames. During the story, Moog manages to get hold of, I think it's a hat, and he puts his hand in the hat, and whatever food he wants, he pulls it out of the hat. So yeah, with Thimble's baked goods and pepperoni pizzas and all the good stuff pulled out of Moog's hat, I think I'm eating well on the quest. So that's the first prompt done. Off to the next location. So we've arrived at the second destination, where we're going to complete the second prompt. It's this weird little structure on the edge of the woods. Not entirely sure what it's for, but you know, it's pretty cool, to be honest. Just walking through the woods and you find this little thing. Anyway, time to answer the second prompt, and that is, I know this one. Choose a band of adventurers that will help you win a pub or a tavern quiz. The first one I'm going to go with, and it's quite an obvious one, I'm going to go with Gandalf, because he seems to know everything. And if he doesn't know it, he'll probably tell me a really obscure little riddle that is the answer to it, just to be like kind of annoying, like wizards tend to be. The second member of the tavern quiz team, I'm going to go with Marvin from The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. He's a little paranoid android, and he gets really upset when you ask him to do something simple like open the door. But he's got a brain the size of a planet, apparently, so he's obviously going to know who scored the first ever Premier League goal, which they always ask at a pub quiz. And the third member that I'm going to pick for the tavern quiz team is Bob from the Dresden Files. He's actually an intellect spirit that is housed within a skull in Harry Dresden's basement. I'm guessing that Spirit of Intellect would know a few really obscure pub quiz questions, and he might be handy to have on your team for sure. And the fourth member, bit of a wild card this one, I'm going to take Lyra and her demon Pan from his Dark Materials. What I figure is if at the end you get to a tiebreaker, Lyra can get Pan to turn into a butterfly or something and fly over to the quizmaster and have a look at the answer so we can win. Bit sneaky, but hey, you know, you got to do what you got to do, haven't you? Anyway, that's that for this prompt. I'm going to go for a walk onto the next location and I'll answer the prompt 3 there. Well, we're at the third location, which is this little pond and boathouse that you might just about be able to see in the background just there. So with the third location, we'll do the third prompt, which is keep it secret, keep it safe. Choose some companions or adventurers to join you on your quest that you know are trustworthy and will stay loyal to the end. The first one I'm going to pick for this is Aslan from The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. He's just so loyal and regal and courageous. You just know that if you befriended him and if he was your friend, that he'd just stick with you to the end, no doubt about it. The second person that I'm going to choose is Clay Slowhand Cooper from Kings of the Wild by Nicholas Eames. Clay, he's just such a wonderful character. He's part of a band in the world of Kings of the Wild. A band is like a group of adventurers that stick together and they go around completing quests. And he's like steady and reliable. He's meant to be like the bassist of the band, but he's just really stoic and like his courage he'll just stand with his friends right until the last. Awesome character, brilliant book, possibly one of the best books I've read this year. But yeah, as for loyal characters, I'm going to choose Aslan and Clay. So with the third prompt done, I'm going to head off to the next location. So off we go. So we're at the next location and you can just about see Shugborough Hall at the back of us. So with the fourth location comes the fourth prompt, which is got your back. Choose some companions or adventurers that you'd want on your side in a fight. The first one I'm going to pick is Geralt of Rivia from the Witcher series of books. Whether it be ghouls or vampires or monsters or men, doesn't matter. Geralt will be all right. Yeah, he'll help you fight them off. He's got the correct equipment for it, depending on which sword he uses. So I think Geralt would be a good person to have on your side. The next one I'm going to pick is a little tiny bit of a cheat, and that's Leman Russ from Warhammer 40k. He has been in books. If you haven't read them, the Horus Heresy books are fantastic. I'm actually surprised that not more of the science fiction booktube channels talk about them. Really good science fiction books. But yeah, Leman Russ, he's the Primarch of the Space Wolves chapter of Space Marines. He's about 10 foot tall. He's got armor plating. He's got the strength of about 10 people. He's got 2 hearts. Genetically modified human killing machine. The Space Wolves, if you don't know, if you imagine a cross between an armored Viking werewolf type person, and you won't be far wrong. But yeah, he's absolutely feral and goes berserk in battle. So I think you need to keep out of his way a bit, but he'd be good to have on your side. And the final one I'm going to pick is Kissen from Godkiller. I mean, her job is to go around the country she lives in killing gods. So that just shows how much of a badass she is. So yeah, if we ended up in a bit of a fight, I think I'd be okay just cowering behind them 3 and they'd sort out the rest of the baddies for me. So that's the 4th prompt. On to the next location for the 5th prompt. I'll see you in a bit. So we're at the next location, which is the Cat Monument at Shugborough Estate. One of the old owners of Shugborough, they loved their cat so much they made a monument to it, which is quite a fitting place for our next prompt, which is man's best friend. Choose a group of companions or adventurers that are non-human. The first one I'm going to choose for this is Eirik Bernison from his Dark Materials trilogy by Philip Pullman. He's an armoured polar bear. He's absolutely amazing. He's fierce and loyal and courageous, and he shows that he just won't back down, and he'll protect his friends whenever they need it. The next non-human I'm going to choose is Night Eyes. There might be some slight spoilers to this one, so if you want to skip those, feel free to skip forward a minute or so. Night Eyes, he's a character that we find in the 2nd book of the Farseer trilogy by Robin Hobb. Our hero and main character Fitz, he has a kind of magic called the Wit, which allows him to bond with animals, and he bonds with a wolf cub who he later learns is called Night Eyes, and they form such a strong bond. And Night Eyes is brave and courageous and loyal. He's possibly my favourite character in the book so far. Absolutely brilliant character. So we've got a armoured polar bear and a wolf at the moment. The next non-human character we're going to choose is Mosscap from A Psalm for the Wild Built. He's a robot, and he's just the most wonderful character. He's kind and sympathetic and empathetic, and he's just got this curiosity about the world that is just absolutely magical. I just think he'd be fun to have around. He just taking wonder in the little things in the world. I just think that's a brilliant quality to have. And the final non-human that we're going to pick for the party is Thor from the book Thor. Thor's a German Shepherd, and he lives with his family in a house, and he loves his family. He considers them his pack, and the uncle of the family comes to stay, and something's wrong with this uncle, and it's up to Thor to protect his pack. So that's it for this prompt. We'll just head on to the next location for the final prompt. So we're at the final location and the final prompt, which is number 6, tag of the booktubers. Please don't feel obliged or feel that you need to complete the tag if I tag you. I know we're all busy and we've all got other ideas for videos, but I thought it'd be nice to tag some of my friends. The first being, it's got to be Ellie at Bibbidi Bobbidi Books, because she planted the seeds for the idea for this book tag. Then I'd like to tag Nick Hill at Shelf Esteem, Cliff at Cliff Stark Gems, Peter at Peter the Book Lover, Justin at Read More Books, and Stuart at Stuart Griffin. If you've watched this, also consider yourself tagged if you'd like to do it. And if you just want to answer a couple of the prompts, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear some of your answers for some of the questions and who you'd like to take on a quest with you. I knew I should have made a list of everyone that I wanted to tag, because unfortunately didn't quite remember everyone. I'd also like to tag Mark at The Book Thing and Jen at Literary Love 123. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed the tag and the prompts and answers. I'm going to try and finish my quest and get some ice cream now. So as always, hope you're all doing well and taking care and enjoying what you're reading. I'll talk to you again in the next one. Cheers. Bye.